Jack Doherty just found out the hard way why you never ever wear a $300,000 chain in public, especially not in LA. But the real twist? The internet didn't rally behind him. It roasted him. Today, we're diving into this wild story where bling meets backlash and chaos goes live. Let's start with what should be the most shocking part, but somehow isn't. Jack Doherty, YouTuber and walking chaos magnet, got robbed on Rodeo Drive. Not just any robbery, this man had 2 diamond chains worth $300,000 ripped from his neck by 4 armed men in broad daylight. You'd expect sympathy, right? Maybe a few fellow influencers tweeting thoughts and prayers? Nope. What Jack got was the internet equivalent of a victory parade. People were spamming memes like Michael Jordan kissing trophies. It was like everyone low-key enjoyed watching him take an L. And the wildest part, Doherty pointed it out best. When someone gets robbed, it usually unites people against the crime. But with Jack, the vibes were different. It wasn't just a lack of sympathy, it was a full-blown celebration. Jack Doherty might be the first guy to get publicly mugged and lose the popularity contest at the same time. Jack's mistake wasn't just walking around LA wearing expensive jewelry, it was walking around broadcasting it. This dude was basically a walking Zillow listing. $300,000 worth of diamonds around his neck, like a real-life "rob me" sign. LA isn't exactly known for its jewelry-friendly vibes. We're talking about a city where smash-and-grab robberies are weekly events, and Jack thought it was smart to go shopping on Rodeo Drive, iced out like he's auditioning for a rap video. Doherty compares it to wearing the value of a small family home, and yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's not just flexing, it's reckless, and if that wasn't bad enough, he didn't even bother to insure it. A $300,000 chain with no insurance? That's not ballin'. That's just dumb. Jack made himself a high-value target in one of the worst places for high-value anything. And spoiler alert, it backfired. The actual robbery is straight out of a Grand Theft Auto cutscene. Jack was in LA for a no-jumper interview, then decided to extend his trip. Big mistake. The day after, he goes shopping on Rodeo, and boom! 4 armed guys hop out of a car, tackle him, and rip both chains off. And what does Jack do? Does he call the cops? Notify his family? Nope. He fires up a live stream, because that's what Jack does. This man literally started streaming before telling his parents. The footage shows him panicking, trying to piece together what happened while still posing for fan photos, because Clout doesn't wait, even when you've just been assaulted. It's not just reckless behavior, it's dystopian influencer culture in action. Jack's first thought was content. Always content. Doherty compared it to his McLaren crash incident, where Jack also went live mid-crisis. Dude's got a pattern, and it's not a smart one. Naturally, Jack starts speculating that it was a setup. He says the timing was too perfect, like the robbers knew exactly when and where to strike. That suspicion quickly zeroes in on his ex, McKinley. Jack admits he took her phone, checked her messages, and thought maybe she leaked his location. That accusation doesn't go anywhere, but it shows how paranoid and unprepared he was. Meanwhile, even after being robbed, Jack is still taking selfies with fans. The man was tackled by 4 dudes with guns and somehow ends up smiling in photos 10 minutes later. It's like he's running on autopilot influencer mode. It's hard to tell if he's traumatized or just desperate to stay relevant. Either way, it's surreal. Doherty puts it bluntly. This entire event felt like Jack was playing a real-life game of capture the flag, with his chains as the prize and LA criminals as the players. Jack wasn't alone during the robbery. He had a bodyguard, but instead of being grateful, he kind of threw the guy under the bus. "How could you let this happen?" he asked, as if the bodyguard could have stopped 4 armed men from blitzing them in the street. To be fair, the bodyguard tried. He tackled one guy and backed off only when he saw a gun. What else could he do? He's not Jason Bourne. Jack's idea of a bodyguard seems more TikTok prank shield than actual security. He probably hired the guy to protect him from angry pedestrians, not professional criminals, and you could tell The dude looked like he wanted to quit on the spot. Jack clearly underestimated the risks of flaunting his wealth. His idea of protection was wildly out of touch, and now he's blaming others for not doing the impossible. This part of the story might be the most disturbing. Jack wasn't worried about getting shot. He wasn't concerned for his girlfriend's safety. Nope. He was panicking about losing his chain. His actual word, "I'll die for this." We're talking about 4 guys with guns, charging them on the street, and Jack is more focused on his jewelry than staying alive. And the worst part? He still didn't have insurance. For someone who brags about wealth, Jack skipped the most basic step in protecting it. Insuring that kind of jewelry would cost about $300 to $600 a month. Chump change if you can afford a $300,000 chain. But Jack thought flexing was more important than common sense. It's like he cared more about Instagram posts than actual consequences. And now he's learning the hard way what that costs. You'd think after a situation like this, Jack might say, "Yeah, I messed up." But instead, he acts like it was unavoidable. The problem? Everyone warned him. His own dad told him not to flex like that. His friend literally told him, "Tuck your chains," before they even got out of the car. But Jack didn't listen. Why? Because Clout always wins. Even his bodyguard said he saw the danger coming, but couldn't react fast enough. Jack ignored every red flag like it was a stop sign in GTA. He thought he was untouchable, but reality hit hard. Literally. Now he's walking around like, "Who can I sue?" Brother, you can't sue Cheesecake Factory because you wanted to look cool buying designer shoes. Take the L, and maybe start listening to people who care about your safety instead of your Instagram engagement. They managed to get some security footage, but it's barely usable. Jack's friend filmed the screen of the store camera on his phone, so it looks like Minecraft in potato quality. You can barely make out the robbers hopping out of the car, but it's enough to confirm the robbery happened. Still, it adds to the absurdity. Even the evidence looks like it's trolling Jack. And now, instead of taking accountability, he's doubling down, ranting about who might have set him up, wondering if he can sue people and still live streaming every second. There's no reflection, no growth, just chaos with a camera pointed at it. This whole situation isn't just a robbery. It's a masterclass in what not to do when you have money, influence, and absolutely no self-awareness. Jack eventually gives a full breakdown of what happened. 4 guys jumped out of a car, pinned him to a wall, ripped the chains, and then tried to snatch his watch while he ran through traffic. Sounds like something out of a movie, but it's real life. One of the attackers chased him across the road. The others yelled they already got the chains and left. At the end of it all, Jack finally called his dad. The man gave him some real talk, told him to stop flaunting his money, and basically said what everyone was thinking. But even then, Jack doesn't seem to get it. He's more upset about the chains than the fact that someone could have died. It's sad. This whole thing was a lesson, and Jack still hasn't learned it. So what did we learn today? Don't wear a house around your neck. Don't live stream your location. And definitely don't act like you're invincible. Because LA will remind you you're not. Jack Doherty turned himself into a high-stakes target and then got mad when someone took the shot. Hopefully, this is a wake-up call. But knowing Jack, he'll probably buy another chain and go live from the same block next week. Let me know in the comments. Do you think this was just bad luck? Or did Jack bring it on himself? Either way, hit like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.